So, whenever we're talking about inheritance, it is always contentious. Even if you are talking about male inheritance, it is very, very contentious. This is why if you see a wealthy man, before a wealthy man will die these days, he's going to have a will that will stipulate who gets what and how his properties are going to be shared. So the issue of inheritance, it is very, very contentious. Even back in the day, currently ị gaa ụfọdụ ụmụnna a ga-agwa gị ihe na this man mụrụ ụmụaka enwere ife ha na-azọ fa na-azọ ana and all those things. So inheritance, it is very contentious. Male inheritance, we're talk more of talking about female inheritance. So when we talk about female inheritance, it is something that many people do not want to talk about it. Because if you look at how inheritance was practiced in the days of our fathers and our ancestors, it was a little bit different. Because what they will tell you these days is that "Nwanyị adịghị okay." They just say it's "Nwanyị adịghị okay." But what they're saying here, Buna, our fathers, our ancestors would not give an ancestral land to a woman. This is because she's going to get married. So our ancestors would not give their daughters their ancestral lands. And we know that back in the day, they don't buy lands. Unlike today, inweke obuna nerugi igekotana. Igotana, imomenana and the land becomes yours. Your children can inherit it. But back in the days, we do not sell land and we do not buy land. They can gift you land, but they will not sell it to you. So what our ancestors did back in the day is that while they would give, their male sons would inherit their lands, women inherit from their mothers. Oburu rapaye, oburu akwaye, oburu bidikase. Uyonete, her beauty ornaments, her clothes, her cookwares, the woman would take it. Most especially Ada. Onya ka na-enye ife niile nnefa yuzu mgbe ọ nọ ndụ. And the concept of idu n'ụlọ a na-agba nkwụ nwaanyị, a na-edu na nwaanyị ụlọ. Idu n'ụlọ is also a form of inheritance for Igbo women, but we do not know this. Idu n'ụlọ, it is a form of inheritance because this is when the family, not just the father, a na-idu na nwaanyị ọ bụrụ sọ nna ya maọbụ nne ya, the entire family. Everybody will buy gifts. It is also a form of inheritance. Now, these are things she's supposed to use when she's now in her husband's house. The same concept again where when men inherit from their fathers, those things how may inherit, they're supposed to use them, can make their life established. It creates a foundation for them to use to establish their life and whatever they are doing. Now, while we study culture, while we look at how our ancestors lived, how they experienced life, their ideologies, their perspective, it is also left for us to derive knowledge from their way of life and apply that wisdom in our own current reality and look at how we are going to use it to make sense of our human experience in this current reality. So while our ancestors had a system, and I think that women should also be given that same grace. Ama said that women should inherit ancestral land. Proper. I don't agree with that. But we buy lands and the these days. And not just these days. The system of economic exchange, resources everywhere, it is not just calculated by lands and farm. It can be monetary, it can be a company, it can be a business, it could be something tangible. Because we're now talking about now in the era of women empowerment. And for every society to thrive, posterity demands that every individual, both male and female, are being put to work. Knowledge, we're supposed to put it to work. And when we put all those things to work, then we can now create an industrial society. Get that research, then move into AI and all those things. That's how human evolution, that's what it talks about. So we're now talking about female women empowerment. And because we're now talking about this female empowerment, women need to be empowered and set up for thriving careers. So if a family would contribute to the success story of their daughters, then they should do it. Ọ bụrụ ego ikenyere ya, ọ bụrụ na-eke ihe ị nwere, your property, ime ya exclude maka na ọ na-anụ nwaanyị. No. Inheritance equals to foundation, and every human being needs that foundation to set up life and to establish themselves for a thriving career and for a thriving life. Yeah, guys. Afam bụ Somtochukwu Ejefobiri Ugwu. Daalụ.